welcome to another edition of Manitoba Music Makers. I'm your host, Frank McGuire. We like to focus on all things music, all things Manitobans. If you're making it in the province, we want you on this show. We've had a lot of Brandon acts in the last 4 or 5 episodes of the show. This time around, we are pleased to welcome our first Winnipeg act on Manitoba Music Makers. They made the trek in today to the WCG studios, and we are pleased to welcome to the set Carlton.
Hi, Frank.
And Emily, also known as Fox and Sound. Thanks so much for coming. I know we had a little bit of scheduling problems that we've ironed out over the past few weeks, and it's just cool that you made the time to be on the program today. So thanks for that.
Absolutely. Thank you for having us.
Okay, so we'll get into some Q&A. We'll get into some live performances. We've got some tape performances of you guys as well. I first want to just tell everybody watching right now where you met, how you met.
Okay.
Paint the picture for us. Who wants to take that one?
This one's for you, Remy.
Well, what happened was we have a mutual friend, Jarrett, and he had a birthday party, and he showed up with the guitar as the guy at the party shows up with the guitar.
So Carlton's at the party. Mm-hmm. You've never met before.
Nope.
Were you the only guy at the place with the party?
Oh, no, there's quite a few people
there was
there.
Guitarists there?
No, there weren't other guitarists, but there was like 15 other people, 20 other people just
20
hanging
people
out.
hanging. Okay, you're the guy with the guitar.
Yeah.
So then what happened?
Well, I'm also the weird person that kind of hangs in the corner of the room doing my own thing, observing, and I looked at him with his guitar, and I told him, I was like, do you play guitar?
No, I just carried it.
Yeah. He's like, yes, I do. And I was like, do you know Bad Fish by Sublime? He's like, it's easy, actually.
Really? Okay, so did you guys belt out?
So we started singing the song, and as we got near the end of the song, everybody in the room kind of got quiet. And we kind of finished, and they were like, yeah, great job. And we're like, nice to meet you.
That's how you met. So
That's
it's like literally
how we met.
First chance meeting, within minutes you're playing a tune, the party you're at, just the room comes to a hush and everybody started observing you guys.
Yeah, and everyone kept asking Carl, they're like, are you guys in the band? And like, I just met this lady.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay, so Carlton, from that point forward, how have things progressed? When was that?
That was like 10 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
So 10 years since, you're still making music, you write your own stuff, you do videos online, you've probably played some gigs along the way too. So let us know a little bit about your last few shows. How did they go? Where were they?
Well, I think he had a birthday at Osborne Tap House not too long ago, and we got to play.
That sounds like fun.
It was.
Yeah, it was it was on a Tuesday, so it was open mic. So I decided to just show up and try to get as many of my friends to come down because I was like, well, it's a free place to go play us at. May as well. I don't have to try to line anything up. Just go down.
Convenient.
Yeah. So I figured I'd show off some of the new songs we've been doing, and then I even played a couple with my other band there too.
Obviously, you prefer to play your own stuff, create your own originals.
Most of the time, yeah.
Yeah, like
Did you, like when you guys started playing and knowing that you had the talent to sing and play guitar and so on and so forth, were there artists that you aspired to or were inspired by, genres that you kind of leaned towards and tried to, emulate those sounds? What would you say?
In a way.
How would you classify Fox and Sound?
Well, it's gone through a lot of iterations over the years.
Okay.
Like originally we were just trying different chords. We were trying very simple stuff like Sublime inspired. I myself was doing chords and kind of sounds inspired by Condo Crew, which is also known as Trouble and Daughter. It's a small band from Ontario. They're pretty sweet. Nice shout out to them.
Okay.
But as we went, we kept trying different things, and then we were busy with work and things in our lives for a while.
Right.
So there were a few years where we didn't get to play anything. We worked on things separately. She actually became her own singer-songwriter, playing ukulele in her own right, and has some stuff out there. Yeah. And as she was starting to get the confidence to start releasing those, we started playing stuff again and having our own side project, and it's just kind of snowballed and kept going.
A lot of artists were doing remote stuff, almost like a Zoom meeting with music. Is that kind of how you guys
Well, during
coordinated things?
COVID, that was a lot of it. He also lives really far from me, so for a while, like I have to hustle over to his house just to play music. But yeah, it formed into this jazz fusion, country and experimental kind of thing.
Kind of jazz, folk,
Yeah.
country, indie, lots
Yeah.
of sounds and ideas
Yeah,
that come
we
together.
like
to
music too much. We
express it.
can't stop playing it all.
Yeah.
Lots of musical flavors. I like that, and you've piqued my interest. I see you've got your instruments with you now. Emily's got the ukulele,
Yeah.
and Carlton's got his takamine. And so what's the song you're going to play? You got a couple selections live off the floor of Manitoba Music Makers Studio here at WCG. What are you going to treat us with today?
Probably,
The first one.
probably the first one would be "Do You." It's,
Do you okay?
yeah,
Set this
it's a
up.
great
Who
song.
wrote it? Did you guys collaborate on creating this? Or?
Oh, all of our songs we actually collaborate on.
Cool.
And the process is much of the time, one of us comes up with some chords, and then the other person just either shapes that a little bit better and then helps make the lyrics, or we both come up with the lyrics at the same time. A lot of the ones recently has been her either having a catalog of lyrics that she had written before, different poems and stuff that she reappropriates and brings into the fold for the new song. And I've just been, I've been studying a lot of theory and trying to learn more jazz chords so I can open up and be more progressive with that.
Wow.
And luckily it's just, I use the circle of fifths a lot and
Okay.
like the regular pop songwriting formulas of and it just works.
So with that
That's really
method,
nice.
that's good. That answered a lot of my questions that I was going to, subsequent questions that I don't have to ask now.
No.
The method you use for writing and creating your songs. So you covered all those bases. You've really piqued my interest now with your recording and how you guys do formulate your tunes. So let's hear this. This is Fox and Sound. It's "Do You" on Manitoba Music Makers.
Why do you burn every bridge once you've crossed it? Well, I'd say you've got good taste in where you sleep. It's insane and it's cruel and it's exhausting. Do you, oh, do you? Do you even like the company you keep? Do you even like your own company, baby? Yeah, you've been to a lot of places, but do they know where you lay your head now? Yeah, sure, you know all those faces, but do they even know what you're about? Yeah, do they even know the company you keep? Do they even know your own enemies? Do you, baby? This is why you shouldn't throw stones in glass houses. This is why you shouldn't say a thing. Now everybody knows that you're faceless. Do you? Oh, did you even have the courage to say? Do you even think you can walk away? I don't think you can, baby, no. I don't know why I'm so surprised, 'cause I knew it. Maybe that's what happens when you hope for the best. Did I even have the courage to say, do you even think you can walk away? Oh, 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 oh.
All right. That is Do You. That is Fox and Sound on Manitoba Music Makers live as it happens here on this very show. If you're in a band, you want to get some extra coverage, some extra promotion, hey, you want to be on this show, Frank at westmanzone.com or Frank at sparkwebradio.com. By the way, we're working on a podcast version of the show to air on the Spark Web Radio. You can get that at www.sparkwebradio.com. More of a classic rock station, but we like to include the local rockers, and we're including everybody in this fine province of Manitoba. And that's pretty much the whole idea behind Manitoba Music Makers. So think about that. You want to get a little extra coverage, you get it here. Contact us and we'll make it happen. We're making it happen right now with Carlton and Emily, Fox and Sound. This is a complete left field question. Where'd you get that name from? Who's the Fox?
Fox and Sound?
Yeah,
well,
what's going on?
Honestly, we kind of like that to be ambiguous. We kind of let it be up to the listener.
Because I thought Fox and Hound, you were the Hound, but then I got that screwed up. So no, it's Fox and Sound. So you just picked the name one day. Did you use one of those online name generators?
No, part of it was there was this old pub that was right by Polo Park in St. James. That was Fox and Hound.
Yeah.
And
we frequented
both
there a lot.
I'm aware of that.
Yeah. No.
So it was a play off of that place?
Yeah,
Kinda.
it's a bit of a play off of that. I also have like my online username and a lot of like my production stuff. I use Foxbone Smolder as an alias. It's also my YouTube channel name. It was just like an older thing that I used, but I have this Fox logo that I made a while ago. It's like a nice big circle with like a cool kind of looking skull in the middle of it.
I see that. I don't know if we can get a zoom in on the
I actually custom made.
headstock of his guitar there, Sean. Maybe not. I don't know. There it is there. There's the Fox. I like it. So, obviously you do more original stuff, right? But over the years, you would have had to learn certain songs to kind of hone your craft, and you know what you like, right? And we always cover our inspirations.
Yeah, it's good
and
practice
our,
songs,
our
too.
musical inspirations, right? Let's talk a little bit about that. How many songs are in the catalog for you guys?
I mean, like, if I think, yeah, it's hard to count just because, I mean, like, you learn songs and you forget songs, then you hear a song and you go, oh, I remember how to play that, and then you play along to it. And I've done a lot of work to be able to play stuff by ear,
Yeah.
so I can jump in for jams for pretty much anything.
I'll start shouting lyrics and he'll be like, I know how to play that.
Yeah. Oh, that's a melody like this. Okay, yeah, these chords, here you go.
Yeah.
And then generate a song.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
So
really
between
fun.
the two of you, you say you collaborate on everything that Fox and Sound does, obviously. How many songs do you have? To your credit?
We have 6 solid songs that we wrote top to bottom,
Yeah.
and we're constantly creating every
Awesome.
time we play.
This next question is going to lead up to a taped performance that you guys will be setting up. But other than YouTube, where can people find you?
Open mics. We're just ramping up this year, and we're going to start setting up shows. And we have a band camp going on now.
Yeah, it's gonna be going live
Yeah, so
tonight.
you
We're
just
gonna
look
put a
up
couple
Fox and
demos up
Sounds,
there.
You'll find us.
We also have a Facebook page for Fox and Sound.
Okay.
And then again, I have my YouTube channel where I not only promote our music, but I also go to a lot of shows and I film them in like 60 FPS and 4K in order to try to give local bands coverage.
That's great.
And I just post, like with their permission, I post shows for them and I try to let them share it around and be like, hey, check it out. We're trying to get places.
Always
Trying to get
supporting the
bands,
scene.
trying
You
to
gotta
get-
love the community.
Support the scene. That's great. Okay,
Exactly.
so let's set up a video that we're going to cut away to of you two.
Okay.
Okay.
What's going to be? What's it all about? Let our viewers know about this. Who wants to take that?
Well, we recently went to an open mic this week because we wanted to make sure that we had some relevant footage, and we played a few of the songs that we really like to play. 2 of the songs that we played were the ones that we recorded here today, but there's also another couple that are in there. So I set up my phone in order to record. It's not perfect because it's just my phone, but it would have been better if I had my gimbal because it would have been able to be stabilized.
Yes, gimbal would make things pop a bit more.
Yeah.
Okay, let's play a snippet of that. Guys in the control room, more of Fox and Sound. This is recorded. When was this recorded, quickly?
This week on Wednesday.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay, very recent, very fresh.
4 days ago.
You're probably seeing it here first on Manitoba Music Makers. From Fox and Sound. Now that was recorded just about a week ago, right, Carlton? You guys were at was that an open mic night?
Yeah, open mic at Park Alley Lanes.
Now that sounds like a bowling alley.
It actually is.
It
yeah.
is.
Okay, is there people knocking down pins while people are singing and playing and stuff?
Yeah.
What's the vibe like in there? I mean,
Very supportive.
Very welcoming. They honestly, it's probably my favorite place to go play.
Really, like live music at a bowling alley sounds like a setup to a Ferrelli movie.
Well, and that's
Ferrelli brothers, you know, like, hey, let's throw some music in there too.
that is kind of the vibe. Is like people go in and we don't take it terribly seriously because there's people that are playing and bowling and there's lots of sound, people are cheering, but because it's just really nice vibes and we just get to go up and play, and most of the people that really pay attention are other musicians in the scene that are also trying to meet and network and get out there and show their stuff off to other people.
That's the thing, you know, it's more than just going out and finding places to play. You said the magic word, networking. And that's a lot of what this show is about too. We like to promote people that are in the scene. That's what makes the scene better, right?
Absolutely.
Everybody's got to be like-minded that way and share our creations and share each other on. And I think that's just for the betterment of the entire vibe that we're putting out there and the scene that we're helping maintain.
Yeah.
So thanks for doing that and bringing that up, because that is a key for any young bands that may be watching, thinking, you know, how do we do this? How do we get to the next level? How do we make things happen? How do we get gigs? How do we, you know, there's all these questions, and this is another thing what this show is all about. We'll help to answer some of those questions.
Absolutely.
Music makers. So thanks for making that happen here and now. All right.
My pleasure.
Let's talk about. So this is like the first actual band either of you have been in. But Carlton, you said you had another side project.
It's not like the first actual band I've been in. It's the first band where I've had the most, I guess, like creative control and like equal freedom to create with a musician. I've been in a couple different projects as singers, and it just didn't really work out that well. Like, it was fun expanding my range and trying things out and trying different genres and having a band play while I sang, but I mean, I can do that if I go to karaoke.
Yeah, no, I have a punk band on the other side right now.
Yeah.
So,
But I do have multiple other projects.
There's something to be said for experimentation with music. Right?
Mm-hmm.
It's nice having
Isn't that
the
what makes it
range.
better? You get to stretch out a little bit and
Yeah.
try things. Right?
Exactly. Well, I mean, I felt kind of limited just trying to play guitar and sing all the time because you're trying to focus on two different aspects of music at once.
Right.
So if you're able to get together with a group of people and each one plays supporting roles for each other to lift each other up, then it's more than the sum of its parts.
Yeah, there you go. Let's talk about that first song. Everybody remembers their first song. What's the first one you learned, Emily?
I was probably a Britney Spears song.
How long ago was that?
Oh, years ago. I've been singing. I've been singing and making everybody annoyed for years.
So it's a Britney Spears song. How about for you, Carlton?
It's actually one of my earliest memories. I was 3 years old, and I can't tell if it was Wonderwall by Oasis or Killing Me Softly by Lauryn Hill and the Fugees.
So it was, well, that was right around the same time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I even have the memory of they played one after another on the radio, but I don't know which one was first.
There you go. Super. Well, speaking of songs, let's get another one from you right now. Number 2, live off the floor here from Fox and Sound. Who wants to set this one up?
Well, this one's going to be Find Some Peace.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
I
a
hope we can
great
all
little
achieve
tune.
that.
Hopefully.
Eh? I mean, everyone. All right, let's hear it. Take it away. Fox and Sound, Manitoba music makers. We're gonna find some peace.
It's been a heavy day. Can't run away from things, doesn't matter anyway. 'Cause we're going to a new place where we can get our minds off of things. I'm not heartbroken, but I would be if I made something. And I'm not crestfallen, little surprised when you say those weird things. And I just wanna be me around you. And baby, I don't wake up looking to argue. That's the truth, baby. Baby, we can find some peace. We could find some peace. Just you and me, secret to everybody. It's been a heavy day. Maybe I don't need to run away. Maybe it matters to me, but anyway, that's enough for today. And I'm not heartbroken, but I would be if we stayed. And I'm not happy, are you happy? Oh baby, we could be in
Fox and Sound, Manitoba Music Makers, and Find Some Peace. Tell us a little bit more about that one. What inspired you to write that? Obviously, I mean, it's a kind of a broad question, but I think everybody wants peace. But it could be peace on earth. It could be peace in your life, you know, peace and quiet, peace of mind. But what inspired you to write that one? Where'd it come from?
Well, for me, I wrote the lyrics to that song, and a lot of it was relationships with people, whether it doesn't have to be your girlfriend or your boyfriend or anything. It could be with anyone, and it's just give me one more moment so I can catch my head, give me some peace, give me some time to find it. Yeah, that's as simple as it can be.
Good message. It's a great message. Yeah, awesome. Let's. I like to throw in some fun questions because sometimes, you know, we get a little bit too serious about things. But we're having fun. You guys having a good time, right?
Absolutely.
Having a good chat.
Not
here?
at all.
Having a good chat, right? Just loosey-goosey conversation. So, if there's a rock star, living or dead, you'd like to have supper with, who would it be?
That's a very good
It
question.
doesn't have to be rock. Could be any style
Yeah,
of music.
no, I mean, like, honestly, there's a lot of them, but it'd be really cool to have dinner with Victor Wooten.
Ah.
Yeah, fantastic bass player. And
Yeah,
it
okay.
was, I mean, like, there's a lot of other really crazy cool ones, but everything I've ever seen of Victor Wooten shows that he's just, like, the most humble, interesting man.
And that's why you'd like to sit down, have supper with him, have a chat. What would you ask him?
If I could play bass with him, if we could jam for a while.
That would be, yeah, that's a good question.
All the questions that I could possibly ask would all arise from any musical situation that we could encounter together.
There you go. Awesome. Emily, how about you?
I was thinking about this on the way out here.
Oh, okay.
And honestly, it'd probably be Bob Marley.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, just because I went to Jamaica and I got to see his home and get to know who he is and the food.
What's his home like? Take us, like, you were standing in.
Well, I was,
on a
I
tour.
like, I didn't get to see his house, but I got to see the grill in Jamaica.
Oh, the area he grew
Yeah,
up in. Okay.
and
perfect.
it was gorgeous, and people were playing music, and people would just walk up, enjoying the music, and it was so inspiring. Like, it was a reincarnation of who he was, and I would love to sit down and just have a good chat with him, to say the least.
That would be neat.
Yeah.
That would be fantastic. Talk about other albums that you might have in your collection that you find yourself going back to. Sometimes we have to listen to our old favorites to become inspired, right? Sometimes. Most times you don't, but you get inspiration from everything when it comes to creating music. But the big desert island albums, what would they be? I'll give you 3 each.
All right. Well, I definitely would go for my first pick with Blind Melon's Soup. It's an album that carries a lot of, like, deep childhood connotations. I listened to it for my entire life and just absolutely love the tones that it has within it. The second would probably be 40 Ounces of Freedom by Sublime, just because there's so many good songs that you can sing to on that. It has such great energy. It can keep you going on, like,
And the first
darkest
song
days.
you two sang together, played together, was a Sublime track, so that's a kind of a no-brainer, Carlton.
Exactly.
Third one, come on, spice it up.
The third one's actually a lot more recent. It would be Tubes by McBays. It's an artist from across the pond. He's a very, very fascinating individual. He does his own music videos. He has an insane sound. It's very chorusy, very watery, very dreamy. I love it.
Neat.
Yeah.
People are going to be YouTubing him now.
There we go.
Emily, your
well,
turn to...
I was a little bit of a goth kid growing up, so Marilyn Manson's Antichrist Superstar, for sure. Funkadelic's Maggot Brain, that was really good for...
Funkadelic.
Yeah, oh, you could sit and listen to that forever. And I don't know, my last one, I guess it's so hard to pick, you know, your favorite albums.
I know. It's
But I guess
putting you on the spot here a little.
Songs for the
sorry.
Dead by Queens of the Stone Age. Or
There you
Dead.
go.
Songs for the
yeah.
Dead by Queens of the Stone Age.
Oh, well, I hope we're on the same desert island, because I forgot about that. That's great.
Yeah.
Cool. So where can people find your material? Where can they support Fox and Sound?
All right, well, we're posting a lot of our videos and different demos and things on my YouTube page.
Okay.
It's foxbonesmolder just the YouTube channel.
Okay.
It's originally, it was like a reference to Fox Spooky Mulder from the X-Files, but
Okay.
Fox Bones is kind of fun, so tried to make it my own, try to find a unique thing online. As well as we have Fox and Sound on YouTube, on our Facebook page as well. So we post all of our updates on the Fox and Sound Facebook page.
And another clip we're going to wrap up with here. You can set that up. What's this one all about?
This one is actually our newest demo that
Alright.
we recorded and put on our
This is
channel.
kind of like another scoop for us here.
Yeah.
Manitoba Music Maker. I like it.
Yeah, it's just for you guys.
Absolutely. This one is called Catch My Head.
Catch My Head, Fox and Sound on Manitoba Music Makers. Check it out.
Can you please give me one more moment so I can catch my head? It's really late, and I just thought I'd have a moment to try and go to bed. Without that feeling where you wish you were dead. Without that feeling, oh. Dangerous time of night, a purgatory place. And I say in the dark and wonder, is this it? Don't get the hype about it. With that feeling where you wish you were dead. Without that feeling, without that feeling where you wish you were dead.
All right. Catch My Head. Nice clip of that tune from Fox and Sound here on Manitoba Music Makers. These folks here, of course, did the creation and are still at it hard and heavy and playing as much as they can, networking as much as they can. That's kind of what it's all about. You want to get out there. You want people to hear your stuff. So open mic nights is where people can catch you. More videos on YouTube as well. And as Carlton, you mentioned earlier, the Facebook page is always a good place for people to go if they want to click like, click share, follow you, see what's coming up next.
And we're working on getting some dates in the future.
I was
so
just going to ask you that,
follow.
Emily.
Yeah.
So okay, so let's wrap up with that information.
Yeah.
Well, if you follow our Facebook page, we have a band camp coming up right away. You'll be tuned in to the next shows that we have set up. I think it's early in the year. There's some good things to look for.
We also post a lot of the links to our YouTube page on there, so if you have trouble finding the channel at all, then you'll be able to find it by checking out the videos there, and you can just subscribe to it for more. There's also lots of footage from a lot of other up-and-coming bands or established bands in the scene, so definitely look there if you want to find more stuff.
Okay. Thank you guys so much for coming and spending some time with us here on Manitoba Music Maker. It's been a pleasure to have a Winnipeg group here, or a duo, And tell your friends, tell your contacts what we're all about too, because this is wide open to the entire province of Manitoba, the Keystone Province, where we like our music and we like to support people that are creative and making it happen. We'll keep supporting it. You just keep doing what you do.
Well, thank you for having us.
All right.
So
You're
much.
very welcome. You're very welcome. We'll be back next week with a new episode and many more to come. We thank you so much for your support. If you miss an episode, you can check it out on YouTube, on the Sparks YouTube channel. Please follow that. And if you haven't heard what the Spark is about too, they're the co-sponsor of this show. They're available online. It's a great classic rock, new rock mix on the internet, www.sparkwebradio.com. Got some exciting news on some sponsorship coming up in the next couple of weeks here too, but I won't let that cat out of the bag until we actually get things confirmed and rubber stamped, but it's pretty exciting to tell you about right now. That's it for this time around. I thank Fox and Sound once again, Carlton and Emily, for coming and spending some time with us here at WCG, and we thank you for watching. We'll see you again soon.